Kala was an unfortunate dog who had endured a life filled with misery and pain. Her early years were marred by the cruelty of an abusive owner in Costa Rica. This man subjected her to unspeakable horrors, chaining her so tightly that she couldn't even lower her head to find a morsel of food. Kala's world was one of constant suffering, her body bearing the scars of a life filled with wounds and abrasions. She was a shadow of the happy, tail-wagging pup she had once been. It seemed unlikely that she would survive much longer in the nightmarish conditions she endured. However, a glimmer of hope emerged when concerned neighbors could no longer ignore the signs of animal abuse. They couldn't stand by any longer and decided to take action. They reported Kala's owner to the authorities, who swiftly intervened and took Kala away from her tormentor. When Kala arrived at the shelter, she was in a pitiable state. She couldn't stand on her own, weakened by malnutrition and neglect. The shelter staff was heartbroken by her condition but determined to help her recover. They knew it would be a long and challenging journey to heal her body and spirit. But Kala, despite her history of abuse, possessed a resilient spirit. Though she was initially frightened and withdrawn, she began to slowly open up to the kindness of the shelter staff. Day by day, they worked tirelessly to rehabilitate her, teaching her to trust humans once more. It was a painful process, but Kala's progress was evident as her body grew stronger, and a faint glimmer of happiness returned to her eyes. Just when it seemed like Kala's life was taking a turn for the better, a new tragedy struck. Dog hunters operating in the neighborhood discovered the shelter and its vulnerable residents. They fed Kala and 15 other dogs poisoned sausage, leaving them in agony. The shelter staff rushed to save the lives of their beloved charges, but it was a close call for many. Miraculously, Kala survived the poisoning, although she bore the scars of this new ordeal. It was a testament to her strength and will to live. Despite the cruel twist of fate, Kala's story was far from over. Finally, the day came when Kala found her forever home with a loving family. They saw past her scars and recognized the beautiful soul within. Kala's transformation from a broken, abused dog to a smiling, cheerful companion was nothing short of miraculous.